inside. Ugh. Okay. Sure. What is this thing? The spine. So that was corrupting Transistor?
Thanks for whatever you did back there. Among other things. Yikes. I guess I missed the good part.
I wouldn't necessarily call it good, but you missed a fight. Not a particularly good one. But I guess we'll put that back there. And make it explosive. But why? Well, might try it like that just to see how it works.
Okie doke. No way. Know where we are? We're here.
Oh, here. Let's see where that is then.
This should lead up to the concourse. They're letting us walk right in.
Seemingly.
Looks like you got a message there.
Private message.
Greetings from the Camerata.
From Asher Kendrell.
It's really you. Come all this way. I never had a chance to introduce myself. I'm Asher. But you've come for Grant. Good. I'd let you up, it's just we're stuck. Walled ourselves in. Precautionary measure. So they won't be joining us here either. I better go. Grant needs me.
Hope you're not buying this garbage.
Maybe it's good not to respond to that.
We'll find them. Maybe they'll be cordial. We sincerely regret any inconvenience or actions we have caused you. Here's your voice back. Here's your body. Have a nice day.
Welcomeness, 8% welcome service. Sounds about right. I'd rate it even lower, personally.
Bracken Towers Concourse. Never had the pleasure. So, let's see here. Must be the express lift to the very top.
Security firewall, there's a back door, there's a terminal.
Why are they even here?
Yeah, not our message.
When everything changes, nothing changes. That's the Camerata's creed, our mission. We love our city the way it is. We didn't want to see it fade because someone out there didn't like the color of the sky. Everything we did, everything we're doing, is for Cloudbank.
Liar. Yeah, let's check in there.
No, I probably should not have done that. I wanted to go do speed test.
Maintenance.
Now I can't go back.
Count of 3.
My launcher can go in several directions.
3. These guys.
Actually, get seems pretty helpful if enemies want to heal.
Cleared him out. We're getting there.
So basically, with some attacks or combinations, like in certain cases they seem to work so well, in other cases they feel completely useless. It's really hard to, get a grasp on, at least for me. So we've got Cull, an option to get Cull, that is, for 4 memory. Strike nearby targets upward with tremendous force. So basically a high damage ability, just like Breach. I think that is probably what we need. We have Purge, which is corrosive and slowing. Spawn a seeking parasite that dismantles a target from within. Apply a corruption effect to most functions. Or retaliate automatically when struck. I'm gonna say, instead of, I want more direct control, so I'm gonna say Call. An upgrade slot or a passive slot? I'm gonna say an upgrade slot on A. So those are more active abilities for what I keep doing. I'm not losing memory. That's just too much. Spawn twin cells when terminated. Yeah, that doesn't seem that bad considering I tend to have a quick fire AoE effect. Okay, so let's also enable that limiter. So, we've got several, and one of them is now updated, which is on the weed. The ground is positively teeming with these little numbers, isn't it now? They spread well on the ground, of this I'm certain, though the exact method of reproduction, that I don't exactly understand. It isn't, well, it must get so crowded down there that once in a while, why one of them decides it's time to poke his head up for a look around. Is this a primordial form of some sort, from which all the others came to pass? The others tend to turn to these as though for guidance, despite how simple they appear to be. Requires further study. Royce. I'm curious who this Royce is. Seems to know a bunch. So Breach is, still not there. One more access point. We should still use that as, maybe we'll actually use it as an upgrade soon. That might be cool. Okay, so let's see. So Bounce got updated. It's on... the Camerata saw Miss Chine as an invaluable moral compass of sorts. Someone predominantly driven by philanthropic goals and seeking no personal gain from her actions. This type of perspective they felt was an important counterbalance in comparison to some of the other individuals they had in mind, whose work was no less significant to the city, but whose intentions were not as plain to see. After her disappearance, those who knew Miss Chine reluctantly came to believe that the channel incident shook her resolve enough to where she decided to go away for a while, to reignite her passions. And then there is Ping. Officially speaking, official Officer Jellaford could only do so much until the administration provided sufficient clearance for his own safety. For his own safety. But one of the side effects of Officer Jelliford's talents as a forecaster was his insatiable desire to confirm his hypothesis. So he decided to move forward with his investigation, sensing significant trouble and not wanting to sit idly by rather than do his job. What he discovered in Goldwalk shook Officer Jelliford to his core. He had never seen anything like it, and his hand shook as he prepared his report on the spot. But he ceased transcription when several individuals approached him. He did not expect them either. And then there is Get.
Bailey Gilland worked admin up in high-rise. That's a lot of privileged info.
And 2 of which we now have. Miss Bailey Gilland was never one to follow the pack. Due to a variety of social challenges she experienced early on, she grew to care much more about the past than about the future. While this preoccupation at first made her reclusive as a person, in time it flourished as an invaluable skill which put her at the forefront of a movement to fundamentally rework the city's outdated and incomplete archival system. Then, one day, Miss Galland received a message from her local admin branch, extending her a pre-approved opportunity to be head of the city archives. She accepted on the spot. Miss Galland's propensity to look at and find truth in historic fact patterns made her excel at evaluating possible decisions about the future. She was well regarded for objectivity and fairness. Anytime a new civic initiative was proposed, Ms. Galland could cite relevant historical data that put the initiative into context, and ultimately let those involved move forward with confidence. She became one of the administration's top consultants. So in spite of her demeanor, she was not surprised when she received an invitation to a private banquet in honor of individuals who gave the most to Cloud Bank. I think that was the ones. Yeah. That's not actually what I wanted to do. Because I still kind of want to use Cull.
Oh, Mark, that's the Hammer's quarter filter. What they want with him.
Yeah, good question. So base damage 225. 225, and what are you? 100. Yeah, seems like a good ability. It also takes a lot in turn, but that's fine. We want to reduce 2 memory. Do we want to get rid of our pet? Oh, that's not what I wanted. What if we reduce this and we give Call to the puppy? No active, sick. Which makes the puppy do 150 damage and has 200% life. Highest mem slots overload first. I'm not totally sure what that means. But for now, let's just see how the puppy deals with Call. Or with sick in this case then.
Gotta be something we can use in here. Not what I had in mind. Clutter's packing something new.
And basically there is a
Whoa.
target masked